Hello everybody, my name is Zach here with Floor Pools, and today we are going to be talking about how to test water with our Floor Pools test kit. Alright, so we're going to need a few things for our water testing. The first, of course, is going to be our Floor Pools large test kit. And then we're going to need to put your pool water into the test kit. That way we can actually see what the results are. Lastly, we recommend the Floor Pools Owner's Manual. And this nifty little book in the back actually has a maintenance schedule, which you can keep track of your water testing. That way you can see results and changes. So the first thing we're going to test for today is the chlorine. Now you're going to see here that we have a yellow cap and that this one is smaller than this guy. So what we're going to do is fill this smaller vial up to the line here. And being that this is the chlorine one, what's going to happen is we're going to add 5 drops of the solution number 1 to it and then compare the colors. So we are going to get this up to range, and you'll see it's right around that line, and then we're going to add 5 drops of the solution number 1. Once you do that, go ahead and invert this 4 times and then compare the colors. This part is one of those you just find what is the most similar and compare it. Once you have the actual number, for this one, say it's between 2 and 3 parts per million, we want to make sure that we note that down in our Floor Pools Owner's Manual. So now that we got the chlorine out of the way, we are going to go ahead and test the next thing, which is the pH. Now this one is very easy as well, so we're going to go ahead and fill this to the second line that says pH at the very top part here. So once we're up there, the first thing we're going to do is get the solution number 4 and add 1 drop of this. Once we get the 1 drop in there, the next thing we're going to do is add 5 drops of the solution number 2. And this is going to test our pH. Just like our chlorine, we are just going to compare the colors after I get the 5 drops in here. Same thing as with the chlorine, we are going to go ahead and invert this 4 times. So now if you look at the color, it looks like it's ideal. I'd say about 7.6, and I'm going to go ahead and note that down in our owner's manual. So the next one that we're going to be doing is the total alkalinity. Now on the bigger vial with the red cap on it, you're going to see that there's a lower line. The lower line just says alkalinity on it. So you want to fill your pool water up to that little line. Once we do that, we are going to add 1 drop of the solution number 4, and that is with the green cap on it. Once we have that one in, we are going to go ahead and swirl this around lightly. And then we are going to put in 2 drops of the solution number 5. What we should see happen immediately is it sort of turn a purplish blue color. And when it starts to do that, we're just going to sort of swirl it. Since it stayed purple, what we're going to do now is see how many drops it takes of the solution number 3 for this to change from a purple blue to either a clear different color, and you'll see what I mean. Now for the alkalinity, we want to be between 100 and 150 parts per million. Each drop counts as 10 parts per million. So what we're going to do is actually just start counting. So we have 1 drop, which is 10, and then 20, and you'll see it already turned a sort of clear yellowish. If I did 1 more, that would just make that a little bit more prominent. I would say we're between 20 and 30 since that took 2 to 3 drops. So what we would want to do, since that took me 2 drops, is put 20 parts per million down in our Floor Pools Owner's Manual. That way we have record of it.